Alright. So, what made you want to watch this game? Any reason in particular, or?
Uh, I think I was doing pretty good early game, and then we just kind of let the Yi take over and kind of threw to the Yi. So I wanted to see how I could like maybe finish it earlier or close it out, or kind of focus what I'm trying to do instead of just kind of running around and fighting.
Mm-hmm. Sure. What was your game plan this game?
I think didn't really think too much about a game plan. I'm not even sure. I kind of forgot. If I saw this right now, I'll start topside and maybe look for gank bot because of Ashe and Alistar. Um, but I'm not sure if that's even what I do.
Yeah. I mean, let's see what you do. Makes it maybe easier for you to remember. So you ended up starting topside. What do you think of that?
Yeah. I think this is what I would want to do now too, because I want to gank that Alistar, gank with the Alistar.
Yeah. So I agree, and the reason why I agree is because I don't think that you have I don't think you have an obvious prio lane. Akali Viego can go both sides. I'd say it's like 60-40 in Viego's side. You're not going to have prio bot, that's just a fact, but you can try to gank it just because Alistar has really good gank setup and so does Ashe even before 6. And Lulu Kate is double range, so they're very likely to push and poke. So I would start top 2. If I did have a... it's not like great to gank for your bot early, just because if enemy bot is good, they will just push and ward and play respectfully. So it's a little bit of a flip. So like if top lane matchup was like a bit better, or like more obvious to gank for, then I would start bot side this game. But in this scenario, it's fine, yeah. Your mid lane is gonna be really, really useless until 6. I'm not sure why he's playing Malphite versus Neeko, but that's not gonna be very useful for you. Do you always go Phase Rush or do you sometimes go Conquer?
I also go Conquer sometimes. I just saw pretty much 3 squishy, maybe also Master Yi is kind of squishy, so I want to go Phase Rush this game.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just asking. I would go Phase Rush too. Neeko, Caitlyn, Lulu, a lot of them will kite you. Conquer will help you fight the Yi and the Viego though.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a trade-off. If Neeko was like Yone or something like that, I would consider a Conquer this game. One thing, like for settings, I would turn off the name tag with the champions because it's pretty useless. You should be able to know that you're playing Hecarim.
Okay.
So it's just like a distraction for no reason. So Lulu is actually mid. Is she the support? Oh, never mind. It's Neeko.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That shit always gets me. I coached the game like last week, and there was a Neeko as well. I fell for the same thing. Right. So far we don't see any solo lanes. Now we see Viego. Now we see enemy bot lane. So I like that you click. Of course, Viego doesn't use mana, but other champions will. So clicking to see if they are missing mana is really good. We can assume, just because that he was like a little bit faster here, that bot lane did leash. So you should also check bot lane here. Maybe Caitlyn is missing mana because she's skilled Q or something, right?
Yeah.
You need to check this stuff.
Yeah. I think sometimes I do, sometimes, so it's not very consistent. Oh, I guess
Yeah. You want these things are so easy to make as a habit, so yeah. So you end up smiting Gromp, which is correct because it's a pain in the ass to take Gromp on Hecarim because you're an AoE clearing jungler, so it's pretty hard to take Gromp fast, so smiting it is correct. The thing is that when you are going to smite something like that, it is much better if you don't. So when you're clearing, you have two options. Either you clear for your HP or you clear for the clear speed. I think that clearing for clear speed is way better because the likelihood of being invaded is really low. Now, if you do think you're gonna get invaded, then you could simply ward like here. Ward here at the start of the game, recall, get sweeper. You know?
Yeah.
Because I want you to clear for clear speed. So,
Okay.
what I want is that here, you finish the Gromp, the Gromp gets smited, you bring it towards you, and then you start clearing it.
Yeah. Is
They
that
all-
after I get level 2?
Yeah, because you're already a bit late here. Because you see how your damage with Q and autos are lower range than your smite?
Yeah.
You add another second doing this. So like, right now your smite range is to like here. So it should be here, smiting Gromp as soon as you get blue. So that it is a little bit more damage because level 2. And that way you can do it a little bit faster.
Okay.
This is good. Yeah, you finish with Q to keep stacks. That's good. You're gonna probably lose stacks here. Okay, you got them right. Okay, yeah, pretty clutch. But yeah, it's good that you are trying to drag the wolves out to get your Q. Ideally, they should be ending like here, just so that you are for sure gonna get it. But yeah, you ended up getting it, which is good. Having E at level 3 instead of Q will lower your clear speed a little bit. But you of course need E for crab. But if you do full clear, you're gonna get level 4 anyways. So you can be greedy and put 2 points in Q. Just because you see like your clear is a little bit like awkward right now, right? It is normal though to have E on level 3 as Hecarim. It's just that you can be greedy if you want to. And if you want to gank like this, then for sure you will need E. So yeah, this is fine. It's good. Huh? What do you say?
The thing is, sometimes if I like do a full clear, then I get kind of unlucky at crab because the enemy jungler is already on it, and
Yeah.
I have prio. I can't really do much.
Yeah.
So is it just something I have to like assess every game?
Yeah, it's something you have to adapt. Like I think this is the good decision because if you look at the bot lane here, you'll see it's basically what I said. Enemy Caitlyn Lulu will be pushing. That's just how it is. Like you have an Alistar. Alistar cannot push versus Lulu, right? That's like obvious. So they're pushing. If you did Krugs now, they would have the time to crash the wave. So this gank would never work. Unless they stand here hitting turret, right?
Yeah.
So this is good that you chose to gank.
Okay.
You ping as well to wake up Alistar. He goes in a little bit early, but it's fine. Okay, Caitlyn is dumb as fuck. I don't know why she flashed. Guess it worked. No? Okay, good. Because that should not work. Right, and now we get another confirmation about Yi's pathing. This crab is up, he's not here. We know from level 1 that most likely botlane leashed. Now it's like confirmed, so you should just make sure that you ping this. Just so that people are aware. Make that a habit.
Okay.
Because last thing you want now is that Akali, who's like 10 HP, dash into Viego and dies to Yi. So.
Yeah.
So now, what is important here? If you look at the timer, what do you think you need to think about here?
Could it be first dragon?
That's one thing that's gonna come soon, yeah. It's not relevant, but yeah, that's gonna come soon, yeah.
Maybe my topside camps?
Yeah, that's pretty important. What else?
$345. Not too sure.
What about Master Yi's camps?
Yeah.
So
He's probably bot side camps.
yeah, so my point is that right now, Yi should do this and then reset. Right? And then it should go bot camps. But you will have a game now where Yi ganks mid, or a game where Yi ganks top, or he shows top, or he does something stupid, right? Basically telling you that he's not on bot camps. Then here, you can just go his bot side jungle, because Lulu will never go there, and if she does, you will E away, right?
Yeah.
And if you can counter jungle like that, you will win so many games just through that, because Yi doesn't know that you took his camps. So now he's going to reset 20 seconds later because he spent 20 seconds ganking or whatever made you decide to counter jungle. And it's going to go down to bot side and it's going to be empty. Make sense?
Yeah. What if, though, right now I see my camps aren't up, so his camps probably aren't up either?
I mean, his camps are going to be up in like 20 seconds.
So like that started walking.
Yeah, the travel speed.
Mm-hmm.
Right, if I fast forward, see? Now your Gromp is up. See? So you can like gank mid or do some shit, you know? It's just like for the future, keep, like this is important, like this timer. So...
Like at 3:45 or...
I mean, the 4 minute is like the real timer, but you don't want to start walking at 4 minutes, then you'll be a bit late. Yeah. So it's mainly like 3:45, start reminding yourself that soon the camps he cleared are going to be back up. So I would never go for Krugs here. I would just recall. And the reason for that is just, it's much more worth to be on your second route on spawn than to now walk all the way from here down to Krugs and then reset and then walk topside.
I see, yeah.
Because 1, you allow him to be greedy and counter jungle your topside. 2, you delay all your camps, not just the Gromp. You delay Gromp, Raptors, and Wolves by the amount of time that you spent walking here down to Krugs and finishing Krugs. And your Krugs are also level 1, so it's just like really low value to even bother. So if you, let's say you got a kill or something and you need now 100 gold or something to get like some insane spike, sure, that's fine. But right now you have your Sheen, you have Ionian boots, you have whatever the fuck you would want. So it makes no sense to want to delay yourself to go take Krugs here.
Yeah.
I would never gank mid here either. Complete waste of my time. Nico still has flash. My Malphite only has Q for setup. I know that Yi right now is around topside. Right? So I don't want to do it. I don't care if, let's say, now you got the kill, right? Alright, then Nico fucked up. Because if you don't recall here, it's really bad. Like the way that jungling works right now is, so... If you full clear entire jungle, the issue is that if enemy jungle also started topside now, they will probably be on bot crab while you're doing your Krugs. When you're playing most champs, that's why Pantheon and Udyr was really OP, because they could full clear and still get crab. But let's say you're Hecarim. Yeah. If you full clear like this, enemy can be on this crab and then go here. So, therefore you skip one camp, and now instead of doing the Krugs, you gank while you wait for crab. So gank here or here. And then you have to do crab. After that, you can't gank again without losing anything. Because then you basically did Krugs and gank. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So instead of doing Krugs, you're doing this gank. Or this one. So now you can't gank again without losing anything. That doesn't mean you should always not gank twice. You can gank twice, but you gotta make sure that that's worth it. Because now if this gank doesn't work, you are X amount of time late on everything else you're gonna do in your next clear. So this could be 10 seconds, it can be 20, it can be 40, depends how much time you spend now. So of course, if this is like super free, then sure. But it's not super free. Nico has W, she has flash, your Malphite just has a Q. It's not even guaranteed that Malphite can even get his Q off. If Malphite stands here, his Q range is here. Meanwhile, Nico can hit from here. With her Q and stuff, you know? So, it's so stupid, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just see like pushed up, so I
Sure,
just think, yeah.
I understand. But it's like, why can't you do that once you've cleared next time?
Yeah.
Because she's gonna be pushed up again. It's not like this is a first opportunity ever. See?
Yeah.
It's like pointless. It's too much risk. Maybe if she was hugging bot side, then yes, because then she's like completely clueless. So like, when you see that she's hugging top side kinda, right? We know Yi is top side. So she's just playing the matchup like she should. I could understand if this is to relieve pressure, maybe, right? Maybe Malphite is like fucked here, right? He's like half HP and he needs a push out. Sure, but he's full HP. Life is great. I said at start, you want Malphite to get 6. If you want to gank before Malphite is 6 to get Nico flash so that she doesn't have flash when Malphite is 6, that's fine. We don't need to do that now though. You can do that when Malphite is level 5, which is like your second clear.
Right.
Right? Why do it now? Because if I go now to here, look, you should be on your grump right now. With item. Because Yi, do you see how Yi is trolling? Look timer. Why is he doing crab now? Right? So imagine you're on your second clear here. And then you finish Raptors when he is in base. If that's like a high level match, it's GG already. Because he cannot counter gank you then. Because when you're ganking, he's still clearing.
Yeah.
So they're gonna make mistakes like this, but then you do the same mistake.
Yeah.
Now your Malphite has no flash, you got counter ganked, and you die. Right? We can rewatch the fight, and probably there's a way that you don't die, but it doesn't matter, because we shouldn't have done this anyways.
Right.
Because it's so overforced. It's fine to gank Nico, and it's good thought process to get her flash before Malphite is 6. But this isn't like one golden opportunity. You can do this exact same thing 1 minute later. Because she's still gonna be pushing in the Malphite. Just at that time you will have Sheen. That time your camps will be down, so you're not like wasting time. Because this is super bad. Malphite has no sums now. He killed Yi because Yi is completely clueless. But it doesn't really matter for Yi. Because he's just gonna spawn and clear. So I don't like to do Krugs here, just because like I think your thought process is to do Krugs and gank bots, right?
I think also my Krugs are level 1, so I want to clear it first. I don't know if that's like really
I mean, then you're forced, because if you don't get a gank off right now of Krugs, then you're forced to puff up to top. And like I said earlier, I don't want to end my route top, because what that does is now I only have 10 seconds to look for bot gank, the timer when I'm doing Krugs. Meanwhile, if I go top 2 bot, I have like 50 seconds, because I can look while I'm doing Raptors, I can look while I'm puffing down 2 Krugs, I can look while I'm doing Krugs, I can look after Krugs.
Yeah.
If you have to gank bot like this, go here, and then up here, and then down, it's really bad.
Yeah.
So I would only run straight bot here if I have to. Like, let's say I know enemy jungle is puffing down, and my bot lane is like diveable. Then I would do Krugs and, you know, gank or counter gank bot, sure. But again, this is laneable. My bot lane isn't suffering. They can wait for me to clear my jungle.
Okay. So I don't know if like covering mid is also an option there.
You could take all the CS in mid, sure. Better than doing this.
Yeah.
Because you're getting so little from this, and while you're ganking, you're leaving up so much. Say like they just run away, right? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Good, thank God. So the thing is, right? Watch, look at this. So this worked, right? It worked. Should it have worked? No. And even if it worked, is it good? No, because what this did, look, watch now. I want you to look. Look at Master Yi. What level is he?
It's already 5.
Yes, he's level 5. And you just got 5 because of creeps. You've done so many ganks and he's actually ahead of you. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, sure, you can say, yeah, but my team is winning. Okay. So, I prefer to be winning when I'm playing champs like Hecarim and have my team losing, because I can carry and make my team win while I'm having a good condition. Now, you made your team win, but you're on a bad condition. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, through proper pathing this game, you should be on your way to level 6 right now. You should just be about to be 6. Then you can take over the game. Imagine you're ganking bot lane. You're level 6 and they're level 4. It's a free gank. You can make this exact gank work without you losing anything. Because if Yi is good, what should he do when he's bot side now and he sees you here?
Maybe go to my top side.
Yes. And isn't that like a gold mine for him?
Yeah, I guess everything.
Yeah, so imagine he takes your wolves and Gromp now. And while he's doing that, he has the exact 50 seconds as well, like I said you would have earlier, where he can look for your top lane or mid lane. Now he gets your entire top side, he kills your Akali. And then you realize why these ganks are so fucking bad. And if you're playing with the mindset that, but if I farm so much, my team is gonna int. Yeah, well, the reason why your team is inting is because they're bad. So why would you make yourself do bad for your bad teammates?
I think that's also part of it.
Because, like, you will have games where your teammates randomly int while you're doing the correct thing. Okay. Sucks. Right? Like, why would you hurt yourself to help people that are gonna int?
Yeah.
I can bring up so many good junglers, so many high elo junglers that do the things that I'm saying here that will just like prove it. There's no point to hurt yourself to help inters. Because if they're losing, there's a reason why they're losing. Right? If you're thinking, okay, so bot lane matchup should go like this, and if they die here, then they're trolling. Okay. And now they die here because they're trolling. Alright. So they're bad. That's end of discussion. So it's not your fault. And if you perma-ganked for bad players, they're probably going to find a way to lose anyways. Right? Because your first gank wasn't bad. It made sense. It's like I said, you do 5 camps into gank or 6 camps into recall, because you shouldn't get the crab. And you decide to do 5 camps into gank, that's fine, it's normal. It's good gank. Second gank to mid, horrible, useless. Made no sense.
Yeah.
This gank, really bad.
Yeah.
Because it slows you down and it's not something that you needed to rush. You will have this exact gank again later. Lulu, Caitlyn are not gonna stop pushing. They're gonna keep pushing. If they don't push and your bot lane pushes, if you're level 6, you can just dive them. You don't have to gank now. You don't have to gank at 5-10. You can gank at fucking 6 minutes and be level 6 and just ult them. It doesn't matter where they stand. If Lulu and Caitlyn are level 4 and Ashe and Alistar are pushing, you can't tell me that Caitlyn Lulu will live the dive. There's no way. They just cannot, right? So no matter where they're standing, if they're standing here, here, they're gonna die. So this is what you need to realize, that you're not in a rush to gank this. Your map shouldn't look like this, having 3 camps up for 2 minutes now. Standing here ganking on repeat. Then you should just play Elise. Because as you can see, like, this Master Yi, right, is complete stupid. But if he's like good at the game, then he would checkmate you here. And then the issue will become that he is so fed through farming your jungle and his jungle that even if this, like, Ashe, what is Ashe gonna do if she's 3-0 if enemy Yi is like level 7 and she's 5? She can't carry anyways. So and look, Ash should have just recalled here. Look, watch. So we killed everyone, we crashed the wave. This wave is pushing back into Ash. So Ash should recall now and catch the wave at tower. Instead,
Yeah.
she stays. Why? Because she's bad.
Yeah.
So why would you help these players if it hurts you? Because now Lulu will come back, there you go. Now Ash is laning 1v2. Oh, look at that, she gets TP'd on by Viego. Oh, shutdown. That wasn't obvious at all, was it? Right? So now, she's losing 2 waves here. Look, there, the wave crashes. And Caitlyn gets plates. While you were hard helping them. It's not worth it. It's minute 7 soon and you're still not 6. Yi can come into your jungle and solo kill you at any moment. Malphite is 6, so I don't mind ganking the Nico. I would look for Crab first though, just to make sure I don't lose it. Because I also get 6 from it. Because if you're like egoing on Master Yi here and you're 6, it's way better.
Yeah.
So I would take Crab first. Because then you're running around here with 6 and way more likely to get things done. And you're still not 6. Like you needed to secure
Not
6.
doing anything. Yeah.
See, like this is fine. Look. Look how easy it is. When she has no flash and Malphite is 6. Right? This gank makes sense. It's fucking easy gank. This is free gank. There's no way it can go bad. So it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you think about camps, it's not optimal either. You have blue buff up, you have crab up, and this shit is up too, and you gank mid. So in theory, it's not optimal. But I would do this gank too, because it's just free. It's impossible here that I waste my time. But my point is just that you need to understand that when a lot of your camps are up and you're ganking, you are breaking a rule. It's okay to break rules, but it has to work. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it should like feel fucking bad. Like you shouldn't feel good right now. So again, this he is just like perma-inting this game. I don't know why he chooses to 1v2 and 1v3 the entire game.
Yeah.
But sure, we'll take it, I guess. How far off are you from Triforce? Okay. Yeah, you're quite far. I would honestly, like, because you're quite far, but you also have a lot of resources available on the map. So the issue I have here is that when you recall, while leaving all these camps up, you slow down your speed of which you're taking them by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if you just full clear now, and then you do one gank in a lane, you will get Triforce. Because even if you don't get the kill, if you just tax the wave, you get Triforce.
Yeah.
So like you just gank it, and then like after they flashed or some shit, you just like take the wave and then you recall. Because I would have stayed here. Because like...
Everything's up.
Yeah, everything is up, so it's like really inefficient to just leave everything up. And I'm very likely to get Triforce on my base. So I want you to try to think, like if you're thinking about recalling, check your gold and check how the map state will be affected if you greed, because it can be really bad to stay on the map with a lot of gold. Sure, yes, that's true. But then again, you're not going to be insanely strong if you get back on the map because you don't have ulti either. So if you just full clear now and then reset, you're going to be back on the map with your ulti almost up. And you're going to have Triforce.
Right.
So while you're doing this, like check shop and try to see how far off am I. See, can I get this gold? Okay, and if yes, is it really bad for the map state if I greed? Like, for example, if I greed now, an enemy gets 1 Drake, is that going to be bad for the game? Not really. Right? It doesn't matter. If they get 1 Drake, but I got an entire fucking level and my full item, I don't really care. You know, 1 Drake does not matter.
Right.
But if I see now, like, enemy bot lane has 3 waves built up, my bot lane is about to be dove, then I'm fucking taking this and resetting and race carring down to bot lane.
Right.
Like, let's say now this is later in the game, right? And we have 2 Drakes and next Drake is up in 30 seconds. I can't be greedy. I need to reset and be on Drake. Because now the Drake actually matters because we're going to be on 3, which is soul point.
Mm-hmm. So I think I'm just not thinking about enough factors.
Yeah.
I just see a lot of gold.
Yeah. I mean, that's also good though. Like, it's not like a bad idea to have, it's just bad right here.
Right.
Because it's really awkward to have 3 components here of Triforce. And then just see like gold mine on the map here.
Yeah.
Especially because you also have ult and cooldown. So like if you did what I said, you would come back on the map with Triforce and ult. And it would be like really poggers. So Neeko should probably just die again here. I think she has flash up here though, so let's test her reflexes. See if she can flash them off with ult. She backed off though, so.
Yeah.
But you see how your ulti is still on cooldown stuff, making everything awkward. What do you say?
And I'm not farming. Yeah, and I'm not farming everything.
Yeah. But if you did what I said, you could do like, again, this gank. You could just do it anyways, if you did what I said. You can do this all the time, I don't mind. It's just, I hate it when you do this with everything up.
Yeah.
Because now, if I'm Yi, I would legit be level 9 this game if you play like this versus me. Like, no cap, I would be level 9. Because I wouldn't int 1v2 and all that shit. I would just perma farm your jungle, and it doesn't matter if you're getting kills and stuff done here. Because if the Yi is fed and level 9 and your guys is level 7 and 6, the Yi will kill you all.
Yeah.
Like, you see how bad these players are? The Lulu flashed into Ash Arrow.
Yeah.
So, like, you will gank these guys no matter what. But just do it so that you don't get fucked. Like here, when Yi is top, for example, if I think his bot side is up, I will take his bot side and then do Drake. If I have the time. And if I don't, I would still do his bot side instead of the Drake. Because it's just more worth.
Okay.
This is 9 minutes in the game, and I think it's the first Drake, right?
Yeah.
So it's useless. Because essentially what you're saying here is that, okay, I'm going to do first Drake at 9 minutes. Which means that we're going to get soul at like 30.
Yeah.
That's late. Most games don't even last to 30. And if you don't get soul, the Drakes are pretty useless. It's much better here to take Yi's entire bot side, denying him 200 plus gold and EXP, getting yourself this, than to reduce your ulti by 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Because also, your Alistar is 10 HP, Ashe is 100 mana. I think they would much more prefer to reset than to do Dragon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really dislike Drakes if you can do other things.
Especially the first one.
Yeah. Because like this gave you no EXP, no gold, it's fucking useless. And now your bot lane resets, so now they lost a wave as well, see? They should be back on the map with their items and be here right now, catching wave. Instead they're leashing you on Drake. It's like so big noob trap, the Drakes. This is good. Are you scared of face shaking Yi here or what?
I think I just like partly like don't want to get flamed for not thinking to push flame.
I mean, what does flame do? You know, I have an account in NA that I started playing now yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And your server is like really crazy. This Udr game, I'm being flamed entire game. Because I'm playing Udyr mid. Even though I'm 4 levels above enemy mid laner, my jungle is like flaming me because I'm playing Udyr. But like, what does it do if they're flaming me? Who cares, right? Like, it doesn't fucking matter. It's irrelevant if they want to flame me. Right? If you are level 12 and enemy jungle is level 8, why does it matter if your bot lane is crying that you're not ganking them?
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, you will gank them, just not right now. There's no difference in these guys being 0-10 and 0-8. The way you need to think about League is like, there's 5 people on enemy team, right? So there's 5 people I could potentially carry. Now, one of them is usually going to be a Lulu or Yuumi or Leona. So we can remove that guy from the carry list, sure. 4 people usually carry. Alright. There's no fucking way this Caitlyn will carry this game anymore. Okay? We can agree with that. She is so behind.
Yeah.
But the E and the Viego are not getting fucked over at all. So you gotta ask yourself the question, can I remove them from the carry list? Can I make sure that they're not a win condition? Sometimes you can, yes. Sometimes you can't, no. So in the cases you can, it's so they're not too fed yet. They want just 1v2 you or something like this. Then you can gank your losing lane. If no, enemies too fed and stuff, then either 1, you didn't funnel yourself enough to be able to beat them, or 2, they just played really well, and then you need to continue playing around your strong side. In this case, the Viego isn't so fucking fed that he can just 1v2 and do something crazy. So yeah, I really dislike this because it doesn't do anything. The Caitlyn is still behind and you're making her more behind, even though enemy could carry through Yi or Viego. So this is good. This is a good way to use your strong side. Here you're hurting other aspects, see? You're not just attacking the Caitlyn. You're now making the Yi lose, so you're snowballing. See, this is good. This is how you want to use your strong side. You don't want to just gank the 0-6 Caitlyn over and over. Yeah, so you should wait till Tabis. Please get Tabis, don't get Mercs. Yes, good. Nice. He's gonna pop out now. You should keep your Q stacked. Look here, keep your Q stacked, keep Q stacked, keep Q stacked, Q.
Okay.
Q the creep. It's so important. This might be really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not worth.
And she goes.
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, now imagine this Yi is level 8 and you're level 11. There's no way this can even happen. You know?
Yeah.
You can fuck this dive up and still win. And that's how you want your games to be. All of this is fine. Lol. Second Herald is another thing that's really useless in most games. Like here, you had the choice. Get level 11 and full clear your top side, and then look for a gank top, or a gank mid, or a gank bot. Instead you chose to do Herald. Because if we look at the time you're spending on this, watch. You could race card down to your blue right now, right?
Yeah.
So by the time you finish this Herald, you could full clear your entire top side, dive the Lulu, recall, go bot, or go mid. You could do one of those as well. Instead you chose to do Herald. Now first Herald isn't that bad. First Herald usually will get you first turret, and it will at least give you a lot of plates. That's great. Now plates are gone, you're at the point of the game where you will get turrets anyways. So this is like a little nice gift. It's like a nice dessert. So if you really have nothing to do here, sure, you can take it. But again, it's really bad to take it here compared to taking this. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Because it doesn't do anything. You see, you still got mid turret. And it's not like this Herald is going to disappear, right? You could full clear and then you could do it later.
Uh-huh.
This E is so crazy. I don't know why he keeps
Yeah.
running. He could win this game so easily. And I mean, he did end up winning it, but he could have done it like so much easier.
Kind of panicked when I saw Nico ult.
Yeah. I mean, the main thing I'm asking myself is just why? Look, Malphite. No R. So why? Because it's not like you really misplay that much. Like, if you ulted onto these guys, that's the only thing you could have changed. I still don't think you would kill them. So, like, you'd kill Caitlyn, but I still think it would be bad. Because essentially you're saying, I will 1v3 them. Because Malphite can't do anything without ult, and Alistar is support.
Yeah.
So it's just unnecessary and bad. You losing your mid turret there is not the end of the world. So you don't want to flip it. You need to just ult away. Yeah, the issue now is basically what I was saying. He is so fed and he has a Lulu. So,
Yeah.
it's hard. But he should never be at that point. You should have been able to 1v1 him all the way until this point. But you weren't even able to 1v1 him like 6-7 minutes ago. So now I think it's really hard to win the game. You basically need enemy to int now. Which is he is the king of.
But
He just flashed. Nah, but you don't even kill him. Nah.
yeah.
You're so hesitant when it comes to using ulti or ghost and stuff. Like, don't you think you should just ghost here and Q?
I think I'm just scared of wasting it.
Yeah, but I should be more. You don't think you should be more scared of not killing the E?
Yeah. I think also I guess like I didn't even think of ghosting before I ulted until like after he was.
I mean,
72
sure,
rounds,
he
I
was dead there. Like, it looked like he was dead. So I understand you didn't ghost then. But when he starts to get away, you should just press ghost. If you waste it, okay, who cares? At least E is dead.
Mhm.
Like, it's 700 gold shutdown. But it's just unplayable now. Like, there's nothing to say. Like, they have a Yi who's fed, and then they have a Lulu. So, like, now the game is really about, like, team diff at this point. If you're not, like, hard carrying.
Mhm.
And it's hard to have team diff if they have a fed Yi with a Lulu. Because they will just win themselves.
Yeah.
But the issue from this game just comes from you put so many resources and hurt yourself to help your team. And as you can see, it doesn't matter because they're not good enough players to really use it. So you need to make sure that you are doing good and then you think about your team. Because they're gonna flame you anyways. Like if they're like here at this point of the game, right? They're gonna say jungle diff, you know? Even though you ganked fucking every lane here, helped everyone, they're still gonna press tab and see Yi is fed, and they're gonna say jungle diff. Better jungle wins. So it doesn't matter what you do, they will flame you. See, they press tab, look at Yi's score, and they're like, what the fuck, Yi is faker. So like if chat or pings affect your decision making so much, you need to mute it.
Mhm.
Because this game is really just a solo game. and you need to make sure that you are doing what's good for you, because you can decide what you're gonna do, but you can't decide what they're gonna do. So you don't want to give that guy a lead and you're unable to carry.
Yeah.
Because you can't control if you will int or not. Now, if you do play for yourself and you do fuck up, yeah, there's nothing wrong with trying to get carried. That's fine. But I don't want your mindset from the get-go of the game, where you have the chance to carry, to be to try to get carried. That's really bad. Especially if you're playing champs like Hecarim. If you're playing something like Nunu or Zac and stuff, yeah, it makes more sense then. But yeah, like the only way you can win this game now is you have to fight. Like here, look, watch now. So you see here how, right, how they're split up? You should just flip it. You know? You should just go on Nico here and flip it. Or this is good too. You just have to fight while they're rotating. Because if one guy is here and one guy is here, this guy has to go to here at some point, or this guy has to go to here at some point. So you just need to like flip it for a fight. So this is good. Now why don't you go for like the guy in mid? Why these guys? This game is lost anyways. That's what you need to tell yourself. Like, this game is lost, so you may as well flip it to try to change the outcome. Because you didn't win now. Now you took Viego down. If enemy backs off, they just wait for Viego to respawn and you're lost the game again. So you need to get more than this. You need to now go mid and try to kill the Lulu. If Yi is there with her, sucks. Game is lost, just like it was before. Same thing if you go here and everyone else there, sucks. Game is lost. Like, there, for example, this is illegal. Look, what Nico just did. Watch. Ult her. The fuck is she doing? Right? Like, that's not allowed. I don't care if Lulu or Yi could be there. Akali is coming. So it's a 5v4. If you lose that, yeah, FF.
Yeah.
Because how else are you gonna win? Right? You have all ultis available here, and you're so hesitant of going in. Yes, good. You have to. You ult.
Yeah.
You have to just commit and just say fuck it.
I think I want to. Yeah, I'm trying to save it for Yi, but
Yeah, well.
we're just all scared of Yi now.
Yeah, you'd rather.
Wait,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
he just
Kill.
teleports.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it was obvious when we pressed tab that this game was gonna be about Yi, not about the Caitlyn, right? But you played to shut down Caitlyn, not the Yi. Make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, there is nothing really else on that. Like I said, I think first 3 minutes were fine. It was normal. I think LCS jungler would do the exact same thing.
Okay.
Only thing is, like, of course, the things with like the clear, you could have done the clear a little bit better. Save like 3 or 4 seconds, but that's it. Here, just recall and clear again, top to bot. Then, like, there's a reason why if you watch good Olaf players, they will full clear like this, do crab, and then they will reset and they will full clear again, because now when they finish Krugs, the timer is like 5 minutes, and they will just do Drake on spawn. That's their usual game plan. Then they do Drake, and then they recall, they do it again, and now they're 6.
Yeah.
And then they won the game. You should do a similar thing, but maybe do a gank or 2 because you're Hecarim, and you drop the Drake because you're Hecarim, you're not Olaf.
Yeah.
Instead, you gank this for zero reason, while Yi is there and she's hugging Yi's side. And we know Yi should be top. So, yeah, and you have a Malphite, so it makes even less sense, right? Like, at least if it's a LeBlanc, you can like justify it with like LeBlanc has good gank setup and I want to snowball LeBlanc, but it's a fucking Malphite. Like, look, he legit does nothing. You're 1v2ing. See, like,
Yeah.
Malphite's worthless. And this, with everything else, just basically means that you kept making mistakes. So when Yi keeps making mistakes, it evens out. Instead, if you just played good and Yi makes mistakes, you just win. Because you should have taken over this game. Then you went bot for no reason. Again, you have so strong camps here that will give you a lot. Instead, you went bot for no reason. So it's very easy things to fix, and you just need to change your mindset. You need to be okay with doing the correct thing and having your teammates int, because your teammates inted this game anyways. But now they inted with you doing wrong thing. So now you can't carry and they can't carry. At least if you did right things, you can carry while they're inting. Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Like when I was playing Udyr this game, I didn't get this CS by running around trying to help my Viego while he was dying to the Volibear in jungle randomly. No, I got it because I was inside their base killing everyone.
Yeah.
Like this Lissandra game here, I think there was like one guy that kept inting, yeah, this Kai'Sa and Fresh. I didn't go to bot lane to try to save them. I played for my Irelia. If Kai'Sa went AFK, I'm level 17. I would win the game regardless. So yeah. You need to change your mindset, at least if you're gonna be playing these champs, because you can easily carry these games. Even if you're playing fucking full tank tech in this elo, you can carry as well.
Right.
So do you have any questions?
I think everything went over makes sense. I think it's mainly just I don't really adapt to each game, or like the small kind of factors in each game. I don't really think about too much.
Yeah, I mean, I just think you need to apply these rules that I said, and then once you feel like you apply these rules well and you got good habits, then you can try to expand, you know, and learn other things to put on to your skill set. But right now you can't progress if you're playing like this. Like, that's why they're nerfing jungle, because what I said that you should do is just so OP.
Yeah.
But you're choosing to not do it, which makes no sense. Right? It's as if laners are just roaming bot, losing 3 waves and 2 plates every time. No laners will do that because it's just bad. But you're basically doing it, right? Like, leaving up these 2 camps is basically giving up a wave. And then you're leaving these 2 up as well, giving up 2 waves. Your Malphite has no ulti right now. Neeko finished the wave, she's again hugging topside. So she's respecting. Yet you are ganking. Then you are looking for Drake. We have no ulti. Right, this is what I said earlier with your triple components.
Yeah.
Looking for ganks is not bad. Issue is your camps are up. You could have stayed, done your camps, reset, and now been in base, running down to bot and do this gank.
Triforce and ult.
Yes. So, like, sure, let's say, but that would take me another 30 seconds. Okay, so let's say bot lane died during this 30 seconds. Well, then I go fucking mid lane and I kill the Neeko with Malphite ult, right? There's always options. Yi is top here, so you could also just run into his bot side and take that. Like, you can do whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna stop the recording here then, and